Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order.
So that we will not infrastructure.
Now, Embassy B, Ebeche car.
Embassy
Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Brazil embassy
to Ghana. Brazil embassy to Ghana.
Ambassador to Ghana.
Brazil embassy to Ghana. France embassy to Ghana. French ambassador. French ambassador. Report to Hono. Mikrama send the message. I catch them say, and that's an etie.
Kwakwe. Your ambassador to. But you need embassy to.
Ambassador to Ghana. France embassy. France ambassador to Ghana.
You own them.
I'm talking about the Ghanaians. Yeah, we do get gas.
No,
so programs view do baby and I say need there no air from kakra baby Jiri say o program because of we are also handling it almost all the time no it look fresh. But yeah na mo farming brambo so mo farming brambo na tie sem pano.
I didn't know only farm brambo.
I say we na make us pano no be it. So che no be that you me that we crap platform no. So that and we do buy my program no akona o dey up check it listenership no obehu say the America na enye asem ke
so baby Ghana na Ghana be yo yo e fe waro so baby Ghana na Ghana be yo e fe waro.
The platform Apramen and Yapani Pompeiso. The platform the Cardinal Nana Yaukesi. Son Sonchi, Ason Senchie, and in Senchuia, a call Batako Bramai e Sinukoso, Atwa Petiaman Timfi, a Sansa Crocotiaco, the platform Suni, Assissin Conda Sisia Ja Amatran Conda Trenufua, Brana Yaukesi, the Cardinal Tiajamu, our Peace, 104.3 FM. So the platform Odoso Puyo, Adi Doso and Sempudium, Amanyosam, Abrabomunsam, Asitramunsam, and Yamansa who was on some. And it's a wood will be idea. And in this year, Naya Cassie, the Cardinal, one in a poundful. Our the platform to be so. Wo Peace 104.3 FM. A Jordan will credit number Biada a free no or Chocopim Nondu. The platform our Peace FM and somewhere is here the Abba, the Acro, and the Yatian the Ehu, Ninyan and Udina Apreto, and in a Sombina Yansia, Nabanuswa, Emia, the platform, Chinawajinibi, Ghana, my Ghana.
Wamanu niema penyi nala na wamanodo eya sase batana empe oku eji ahobu eni nedi bebi asiasubie inti asemena use yesum gane yiye anya sape da chinchirima beba bebu yemfo inia susumrebe bebi wabwa Ghana na Ghana beyo
Abusia mamunyina jo nongoche abo apahosima aduonu enson peace 104.3 FM Suni Jumadi the platform ye the broad Dwada ni ukua da bia efrem na na okesi ubetimi afrem the cardinal me ena me de ho chia me ena so me mamunyina jo onyuna jo na ebra so se ye de Jumadi a efrem the platform e de ebrewo na ena no ye all women affair ena enanwumre yetra se na yadwendwen Ghana ho ebisa se bibia abokọ de bibia abokọ de omaimo ensem wo ho ensem wo ho pa ene yebaka bibi e de afa CDD report ho CDD report so na omo wie ni nyina obode omo ensem ato abontene ose eba bibiti se rule of law fewer than half of Ghanaians are optimistic that in the next 4 years the Akufo-Addo NPP-led government will perform much better or better in addressing educational needs. 45% providing reliable supply of electricity. 44% maintaining good roads and bridges. 44 and providing water and sanitation services. 43 only 1/3, that is 35%, are optimistic about government's ability to reduce crime. Only about 3 in 10 Ghanaians or fewer are optimistic about government's inability to fight corruption and promote collaboration between the ruling and opposition parties. In general, most Ghanaians expect changes in the way the Akufo-Addo-led NPP government handles a number of national development issues in the next 4 years. Majority of Ghanaians, 52%, are confident that the second Akufo-Addo-led NPP government will consolidate the gains of the free SHS program, but a similar proportion, 57%, have no confidence in government to expand the 1D, 1F initiative across the country. While Ghanaians are split 48-48 on the government's ability to ensure that rule of law is upheld in the next 4 years, majority are not confident in its ability to protect the country's financial resources and curb corruption and official impunity. Ghanaians are evenly split in their confidence in government's ability to consolidate the gains made in the planting, rearing for food and jobs program in the next 4 years. But the majority, 61%, expressed lack of confidence in the government's ability to expand the $1 million constituency initiative. When it comes to unemployment, 57%, infrastructure and roads 36%, education 36%, management of the economy 32%, and health 19% are the 5 top policy priorities Ghanaians will want to see government addressing. Education, infrastructure, healthcare, and agriculture are the 4 priority areas that Ghanaians recommend for additional investment in case government wants to increase public spending. Expectations of the 8th Parliament. Most Ghanaians expect the current composition of Parliament to have both positive and negative impacts on the parliamentary functions and government programs. While a large majority, 80%, say the current Parliament will keep the executive in check and improve practice of parliamentary democracy, many, 61%, also say it will slow down decision making and make MPs connive more on issues than affect them. Majority of Ghanaians have positive views on the election of an opposition NDC member as Speaker of Parliament. Many of the respondents believe it will make the president and government more transparent, that is 77%, and also promote NPP NDC cooperation and collaboration, 72%. However, about a half, 52%, do not think that it will make any difference. Significant minorities of Ghanaians lack knowledge of what transpired during the 2017 and 2021 ministerial nominee vettings, as they could not offer any meaningful comparative evaluation of the two events. Almost a half, that is 45% of respondents, could not rate the level of scrutiny of nominees for ministerial positions by the vetting committee members. Truthfulness of responses given by nominees for ministerial position, the depth of knowledge and competence exhibited by ministerial nominees, and the depth of questions posed by NDC MPP parliamentarians on the vetting committee. Expectation of public office holders. Ghanaians expect politicians and public officials to be accountable for their actions. 40%. Show integrity in their work. 24. Be honest. 24. Respectful. 19. And competent. 19. What citizens do to ensure responsiveness and accountability? When asked how citizens can ensure political leaders act in such a way that meets citizens' expectations, Ghanaians cited voting against political parties that err, jointly demanding government action, 50%, and publicly condemning actions of leaders and supporters, 49%. Sir, okay. Any mano? Napodo. And Amabubono. Highlight of findings, opinions about the outcome of the 2020 elections. Accumulated 58% attributed the reduction in President Akufo-Addo's vote margin to the president's policy decision and actions, cited by 21%. His MPs and appointees' performance, and as well as the president's performance. Respondents attributed the loss of seats by the MPP to the non-performance of the MPP and its MPs, 33% say so, as well as the party's bad campaign strategy. Oh, bad campaign strategy. Respondents attributed the gains the NDC made in the parliamentary elections to the non-performance of the MPP MPs. That is 22%. And the NDC's campaign strategy, 15%. They also saw it as a way of punishing the MPP for non-performance. Okay. So, okay. Yatiasie pa. Shebibiti say, opinions on policies, rule of law, and governance. Fewer than half of Ghanaians are optimistic that in the next 4 years, the Akufo-Addo MPP-led will perform much better in addressing educational needs, providing reliable supply of electricity, maintaining roads and bridges, and providing water and sanitation services. Only 1/3 are optimistic about government's ability to reduce crime. Only about 3 in 10 Ghanaians and I send them and also Edebati Center for Democratic Development, CDD Ghana, Omo report in ye. Published. Okay, Mami date published. I mean, who any has here? Okay. We know kutameno a abridged version. Me who date? Okay. 31st August 2021. And I'm release. We see 21st August 2021. And I'm release this document we and the most current report as CDD Ghana Ede Abba. Or assessing the performance of the government, the appointees, and the expectations of the of Ghanaians for the next 3 years or so of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia second term in office. And also and you may yababa bedi eho enkomo. But anti agi or blessed stores ewo Kaneshi market. You say oton ahwene any fascinator accessories. Oma efia lady mabna ese omo dododo Nyankopon enhira. Na omo so omo quotation omo de edo nyame ase ada wo so ase Psalm 116:12 and 13. Psalm 116:12 and 13. Sergeant Richard Ntiamwa airport police station ese na ye also so wawoda chief utrinkwa yema etirinkwa nyankopon enhyira papa na oma bibia nso so enye kama emfa ema okay na anyway meba see ya why meba o mana ha mo mese meba
so baby baby abwagana nakana beyo eyo efemeni waro so baby baby abwagana nakana beyo eyo efemeni waro mi mangana adeshe mama mama mumini swe mama ye febi akuye ni odo efansumi ye meni na omeni ye yakasara japadea ya nana no di abebrese jede to homaye enti asemena use yesum gana yiye anya sabe da chinchiriba beba be mu yemfo minia susu brebe baby abwagana nakana beyo eyo efemeni waro susu brebe baby abwagana nakana beyo eyo efemeni waro Ghana ya sase batana nyamie shira no da wamanu niema penyi nala na wamanodo ya sase batana empe oku
okay enti meba be shanko mochiche no ase but before that no busuafo se obi enim bra no a ye friend no Frank Addo off white fridge on the wheels Frank Addo off white fridge on the wheels monka chen se cardinal so me dana se pa Frank oyade pa sa bra no a oye event bia ehia sa okoto ice chest so friend no a obetumi a chile wo de ma nyina o ka mu ama no watu didi wachi no aha mepamcho obi onim no bia hu na nka chen se me se me dana se yankopon hira no pa na mo ba bibi ti se t-shirt ne flyer ne sa ne ma ne dia Frank oyade dodo oyade pa anti unim na no aka chen se cardinal si yankopon hira no Mausi oka Mausi o de say Frank de wa na ade na ma mi but wa hwa imagine free 70 Mausi aka chen Frank se me se me dana se why yankopon hira no wa hu mani mu ase ohun nipa bi mu sei ne ye ka o masem no Ghana fo mranti aba ekutansa no djuma mesi ye mpebre o ma na djuma hala ubenu hu sa odi adjuma no ma no ena ade achi bi agi sa wo frɛ no no o ma stories ena fahiko chese obeto ananse semo sa adjuma no onye asem no bia ni o abrantia Frank Addo America na asem yi ono oye obi a sa o ye functions bi ni ade sa na bia on chele o ne mama na bia on print t-shirt ma onye pen key holder ne sa ne ma no oya ade pa papa ena obi be hu mi se o opo bia ma na ye adwuma bia ma no me bisa Mausi na Mausi se ya fa my Frank na Frank be ye ntem dodo na msi okay in fact na ne ma no doso pa Frank ma 2 weeks say within 2 weeks no obewie in less than 10 days na ene ma no wa supply meseke koye Ghana ni carpenter ni ana Tyler 1 year now that's so tweno now that's so tweno enti Frank nyame nshira why medawasi pa enanwumie me yere dofo oba pa ho ofefo Joyce Kanoki Zampari. Atanasi. Odayu.
Yeah, me dear.
Now what is it?
I don't.
Now the Obiasha come say I'm a Memphis.
Aiko.
Aiko. Now say some boy need the maka. As it could do.
As it could do.
Oh. So
penny na benyani behun.
Obia behu say no sit here. Sakra no. As it could do. Say I must odia me no odia in kind of Isaac. Obia behu no. Obia behu as it could do krum ha. Oh. Also obia hu. Also obia hu. Obi nya hu unwie.
Me twele bia na metieche na mo yesamsio na ai kai ho na nsome. O fe me hu se.
Afe de wo hu bi.
Me mamwadi bim.
Mo.
Mamwadi bim.
Mo. Obenyina che. Ediram do no.
Me na me ka kire.
Obenyina che.
Ai.
Akola wo gu maware ekruma. Isaac Odro. Oh, David. Isaac there. Senepa. Ore hu na say.
Adom.
Efie te say.
Oh, adom. Bibi aboko.
Our party mo ti say.
Nyame adom.
Yede nyame ase. Me pesa me no di nkomo kakra fa CDD report no mpacho wakan kakra.
Makan kakra.
Wo ya mo nhihye wo.
Oh, Debbie.
Hey.
Debbie.
So akokodro.
Oh, nana.
Odayu.
Debbie. Say one thing I was taught, maminchia ye tiefo ni arefo minchia mampenyi na pamfo na minchia woni waboafo nyina ne no bo ade na se wahwe so abedu sabri na ne wom ni se minchia papa Prophet Dr. Michael Bodin Ameche. There was one thing that taught me and has made me and no na ekura me be seen there. Or say any time ubenya critic and now say you be confronted with issues no. Don't let one thing overcome you fear there be. Uma ehu bo mu e won ye watinti a wan re yi a ne da wani so apese wo ye ne ba bia apese wo kon untimi nru. Enti etwa se ebasa eye. Oh. We know you taking say feedback a fee survey ben eboaye na yetimi e de atu anamo ehu sani aye betutu ye nneoma yie the more minim say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene MPP aban eye ne opeso ye magana fo nyina nanso kan hu say ewia senye untimi onsantimi so nipa nkwankwa so nyina enti at any point in time obi benya bibia kan eno nso woka ensese wo ye den uma obufu ne ese wo kwa trip go back to the drawing board go back to the table na rese so ne oka ye no ne wo mu a metimi afa ne wo mu a metimi ye film ne wo mu a metimi amanage baby e won na ne me wo mu a me de be ka ne me ye ho a ebe ma ne me hwehwe no aba ntinana me de me hu say we se emiye ye mo hyehye ye kura da bi e ya de se hye ye den e se timi ade a emma ya kokudro ne hu se yes ye se ne ya ye ne ese na mo e bia na Ghana fofil se ye kakra so a nke beboa na wo kan sa we ka se di nchi na kan sa me did the same CDD Afrobarometer wo mo ye 2016 against John Dramani Mahama. 2016 aba. And don't forget, sir, this report has come after the election. And you know, say, Ghana for Keru, na wam do wako abatumu, na ho na chere say, oh, wadwuma wo ye ne so ye ni to aso, adwuma wo ye there be, you feel say, etosi into US wo. But I think, near senior CDD for Kane in ye hun near yati, and in ye king kane. I say yes, Ghana for wujidie. So almost so yesua near one more rest one munya yeno one mu GDC a bit me dear drew. And also was saying the few things
some now sefa.
Oh yes, Dada.
Joyce Antisao.
It is apa, Dada. It is apa.
Shade Bibiwa. Also opinions on policies, rule of law and governance. Fewer than half of Ghanaians are optimistic that in the next 4 years, the Akufo-Addo MPP government will perform much better or better in addressing educational needs, providing reliable supply of electricity, maintaining roads and bridges, and providing water sanitation services. Only 1/3, that is 35%, are optimistic about government ability to reduce crime. Oko point 2, or say only about 3 in 10 Ghanaians or few are optimistic about government's ability to fight corruption and promote collaboration between the ruling and opposition parties. And we Ghana for 10. Ejina what 3 pe. And on my dream, you say, "Mo ben ye ohui ebetimi akwatia ketasehye." Tiwi. In general, most Ghanaians expect changes. Most Ghanaians expect changes in the way. I say in general, most Ghanaians expect changes in the way the Akufo-Addo NPP, Akufo-Addo-led NPP government handles a number of national developmental issues in the next 4 years. Majority of Ghanaians are confident that the second Akufo-Addo-led NPP government will consolidate the gains of free SHS, but a similar proportion have no confidence in government to expand 1D, 1F. While Ghanaians are split 48-48 on the government's ability to ensure that rule of law is upheld in the next 4 years, majority are not confident in the ability to protect the country's finance resources and curb corruption and official impunity.
Nana, let me check it from the educational kind. What's it they no almost say the free SHS and everything. Look, what is it that government is not doing? Like we all keep saying, yes, there are few challenges, but I tell you, free SHS has come to stay and our bino in terms of developmental projects. Obia, you and I, everybody out there who attest to it say abino is that about roads? Is that about schools? Is that about hospitals? Now Obi can say one district, one D1F, one district, one factory. Nana me no kind. About 100 of it is operational. Some are at various stages. And in a day, say in the next 3 years to 2024, now government will not meet and even do more than expected in a year. The promise on the buy. Nana, 18 at times when you read your own survey, one more analysis in the survey in Libya. I don't want to come in fact, that is MPP. We don't want to rubbish anything that come. We want to take it and then move with it. That's why I'm being a bit skeptical about my words and then the choice of a year me use. Just to tell you, say, yes, Ghanaians have opinions about. And look, in the fight against corruption, I tell you, it is the NPP government who has signed. In fact, I will say is geared towards a fighting corruption. Nana, ye find shraj ni other yoko ni other agencies are one ye in charge of crime corruption and either nyoma ye kind of saying abai ato one operational funds over 200%. That should tell you, sir, abai or ye ready say, member mo the needed resources. Na mweti me dia ye ni say. Enti na me one thing I be can say. Na sorry NDC like they did in 2008. One more printy the famous Prudential Bank account. One more di chin Ghana nyina say MPP for area Ghana sika chen Ghana sika kura no mo chen. MPP ministers no won yom ewuska chen Ghana. Ewie echi call parliament during their time vetting yet in your kai said they were all the political talk. And I send a tree and then the cemetery which we a tree cemetery tree. I stand back when they will be reading Commissary. You can't no clear. I say me if you can or say you can't no clear as a summer I know crow. And I'm a one. You repeated a repeated statement from the same into a samba where you can. Oh, young Tonto, Yanka, and Manco, Fonton, Cofasum. Oh, and another buy your corrupt. Nanado buy your corrupt. Nana. Oh, be ma me kwan no a kyerɛ onioma. No bisa NDC for say edie mpa na more corrupt. Who is more? Look, okay, John Mahama favorite interview be Oni. Was it Focus of Africa and the BBC?
Focus on Africa.
Focus on Africa. Aye bisa no, has it never been corrupt? Obisa so or no? And Obisa say Obuso or no say say onu nipa na say ye kache no. Look, somebody who could not confidently boldly come out to say me. That is Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nowhere, even in his sleep, me did say born as a papa. Have you ever been corrupt? Obey me or best try no catch say never, no, and it is nay and nay.
Now, no, a word of mouth, and I say he leaves it.
Oh, he leaves it. Nana catch me. So would you as a journalist? A dear pa no bet me so ache afa Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo no akasa wono. This thing alone, I can link it to Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Share me. Jawa vice president for the first time in the history of this fourth republic. I don't know of other. We need a vice president. The president set a committee to investigate him. But Ambria Kotoya, woman onye so sure about. Yehu Burkina Faso wall a woman koto ye. Mu Ford expedition. Eba ye mo friend guy ne say Kanazoe say Kanazoe sir Isaac esa obochire me Kanazoe
na Isaac na do hoto no so
Isaac
Odro
nkamia me fa ma de sir
ye ne fa de odi fifie ba
na ubisa eno ehun nsema e ba ye ekosi sen ene ye gusu hwehwe government official one eno ho nioma. Look, Mr. Corruption chain nyina ene na se hwe yi CGD bi e ba ye meters aban etimi NDC aban under John Dramani Mahama kokra I kwacho mami shiwate sorry kokra meters ebegu ho na ye show millions of dollars ese nana enti anu de wo ka na say enye initial I say well, in fact they don't have even the moral right to even talk about it. Now I want a time I ever met na say na ye ni NDC for bia obi afa ni de emegu nsani me say Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo is ever prepared to fight curtail this menace called corruption in this country. Enti sa wo ka me hwe na make wa me say the same CDD Afrobarometer year wom de ba ye as 2016 okay wo hwe year no omo mayen the survey analysis now I will come about 35% and all those things. Let me tell just a quick one.
Go ahead.
There were few questions during Mohammed's time that they asked the people of Ghana. The first question was something like, would you say that the country is going in the wrong direction or the right? 82% of Ghanaians, 82% of their survey say it was going in the wrong direction. You had one about the general economic condition. You had 80.6% say it was very, very, very bad and then fairly bad or fairly bad. You had one more about expectations of better conditions, economic conditions in this country. Within the 2016 from January to time of year survey, look, 30% said it was much better, and you had 70% of it say no. Ain't what they to now we can one compare their past and then the present living condition. You have 71.8. I want say their living condition. In fact, they had a worse living condition. Now, no chair will say, "Me see CDD report your mabe. We are not going to rubbish it entirely, but we're saying that look, the figures and the things are there for people to judge. Nana, in the midst of COVID, if you have a country and you have a government who still have all the programs running, all halty beer, that should tell you, say, look, Abaino, he is doing so extremely well. I say, and no matter what, nana, in the midst of COVID, Abayo and Kase, you won't crony amaya, any juma, a private institutions are a castle look. Either so almost slashing worker salary, they will lay people offers and so on. You Abayo Kase debi, Ubianko Nejuma, teachers were home, government was paying them. Nurses and teacher trainees were home, they were still receiving their allowances. Near sa buying here. COVID and ne wouldn't me be the dance here. So a mamma in our session near a bay, manage COVID crisis here, ye bay menace. I will say yes, and your bio yet dedicated to the well-being, the welfare of the citizens. Or ya abaya why or dear sin and to say nothing is going to shake him, nothing is going to weaver him for doing what is right for the people of Ghana. Ain't it, Nana? And no dear, me say me can't am the abesisu. Yes, he did do report about. Me say yan tun chene. Ye gusu ye tnase. Ya pense mu. Ya hwe wo maka ne ewo mu a ye befa ne de tu anamo ne ye feel say enu de ye wo ho asem kakra no ne ahwese ne ye beka no na emu ye nim se Ghana fo ne be dia dance ye Ghana fo wo mu nim ne ye president Nana Addo Dankwa e de si nani so a wo ye ene akwanya president ye onya ye railways a ye onja ye school feeding is going on free SHS is going on teacher training and nursing training allowance is going on and then what
but sweetheart when we notwithstanding
yeah
TABBO when it comes to or say highlights or the findings opinions about the outcome of the 2020 election ahanna wese utie ni yepa
yeah me tie pa
accumulated 58% attributed the reduction in President Nana Akufo-Addo's vote margin to the president's policy decisions and actions, his MPs and appointees' performance, as well as the president's performance. Respondents attributed the loss of seats by the NPP to the non-performance of the NPP and its MPs, as well as the party's bad campaign strategy. Respondents attributed the gains the NDC made in the parliamentary elections to the non-performance of the NPP. Tio, NDC modern omo boy o manyan kunwa do oti. Respondents let's say, chesenyes NDC na ye bibi sonko, mo mabon, masa. Sa masa ne bon amabon mo echinti. E na ye to abaniti amo. Na
na be catch us say report no. Ye tu no mo friend Sreni Abasa. Say me catch us say bu omu a but we just want to put all together because who can losses in the parliamentary seat we are seeing now nana so ube din no kura beji to say a percentage of our loss no if we internal elections one delay of running our parliamentary primaries and two and Tawantawa is see during
imposition of candidates. Kakao. On kama. Imposition of candidates. Nipa emode no koi. Party for never as nipa we yan peno. Most say oten gran say on no ane pe. Party for no so grassroots wo mon pe. Ene mon ne.
80 nana. So wakase look. Fourth Republic kimu a year ye democratic a year nana fa elections results into no government and the second time I said no working
some say one aba continue
oh yeah said and the figures in a year juma what you see if what CDD is saying is what we're going to go by let's take the Fourth Republic what year 1592 basic 2020 elections no Ube who say aban bia wako election bia has a percentage between 2 to 3% bia olusu.
Well, until President Mahama, until President Mahama, na a year between 0.7 and 1.7%, and on other call 3.2.
Very well. Until funny average a year, you range between 2% to something. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo between Onen and John Dramani Mahama. second term winning with almost over 500,000 votes meboa
what's it
winning with over 500,000 votes and no so who catch me say you're taking the percentage a year to break now what they to talk on there then I stand to differ with them on that score no cre me say parliamentary need there obi anim said a year cano jaya internal shots and affect ye jaya and there are few you have mentioned maybe I have to I don't know whether I should believe you or but that's your opinion and your opinion said you no yeah okay no
some can say baby
okay but could be okay as a pharmaceutical and no but nyame can say one parliamentary primary set time I the year who said near share date but because of COVID any lockdown in your maintain delay no the more and when you do that now you deepen the acrimony you deepen the division within the party into no media no dey me say wherever I found myself even I believe honorable Yosafo Mafo's report or the buy it was some of the things said because of the way I manage parliamentary primaries in your man it did hurt us a lot
na make am to wazi
na dey na kan dey na wo kan na maka me make am asem ha yen papa na so we be just say obi see MPs no say woman timi anyo no me say internal primaries internal elections
na masasha asi osuhum no monsieur
so whom the end it's very unfortunate
no monsieur ebeba
I'll plead
ebeba now can mechanic it was in me jano ho
well sanka and somehow the man who be
obi eno kan obi ho
e ka obi no problem okay me da ase
e ka obi ho yo Joyce Kanoki Zampare deputy national communication director NPP ono na okasa no Ruth Della Sedo deputy national youth organizer NDC David Root.
Middle.
What to say?
Yanko point that room.
What do Jimmy? I was in the macho.
What's so me who say?
I was in the macho.
Oh, you're not a girl, pa.
Sao.
Me feel
If you know.
Mago so bully me, but me man a chance.
Oh, Ruth. Now say me bully with that. Oh.
If you know, yeah, that can later.
I see. Mago so chiamo.
Yeah,
catch it ya fenu
guys so
to kwan chen na won send messages
monka ni ye monka hono dey my can come bia o kan yi
catch it so to tem kwan chen no tutu ayi mafie
ah mo my can kom ono me twen no mago no menya no
mago ntimi siu dia so na we yi ayi ngu fam
nti brafie o metrafie no toto abo
o media mo
good evening. I like the way Joyce Zampare is talking about the CDD report. She's not rubbishing it entirely. That is the way to go. Parts of the reports which don't favor the party and government must be taken seriously and worked on. Those who rubbished the report in general won't help the government. Thank you very much, Duncan. And what do we say? Or say, see how I'm laughing at you people. Mago no. Or not if you know what's three. I'm for the bonding show. Anyway, that's saying.
Yanko point do more middle.
You didn't have me ask. So where the waka? Anna.
Bajo say.
So what be waka?
Bajo mak.
Na buy me say so my girlfriend and me for happy birthday. I'm wishing.
Why my girlfriend?
If you
go to.
If you so you so you get.
Dabi, I don't pay me kwa.
Sir.
Mother go to.
Oh,
the most diabolic politician I've seen in my life.
Hey.
If you go
to. Hey, you better some.
That be na we see.
If you ho ade a oye ho ade pa ne say bia obi ho aka anabi obi hia moa
oh yes
say onim no dear
oh yes
if you will go every mile to make sure the person is sorted out but enka bi nka ho na if you anyway mama birthday o de nya abotre time no so Auntie Ruth
yes dear
pacho CDD report no wanya bi akan
me pacho menya bi akan
na net o saying
mama ndi kan fanchi ama wa me nua ba
pacho kasagu we no mama
Auntie Joyce na we twa me abo pa enso no me de ne boni a che no do nti
na
kache say no me diabolic idea wa ho kache dem
na me nja kese ama etiefo nyina especially NDC4 embebu no na em say CDD report no a confirm enema ekoso ewo oman mu na aya usually nkrofo beka say perception but ye betumi aka say in this day and time the ekoso oman mu still corruption no perception ana em say yet oman mu a enema bebre atete apansam sebe ye nkola omo school crap no secondary schools na ye dia mom so menye aduane edi na sentem nanka omo pese ye nanka ye force na nkola na ye de ekofie enso eja ye nim ye nkrofo yi omo akohyehyɛ ase atwe no aiden e de asan na enso nkola na wo school a omo bre akomode omo ye nyina ye nim say promises bebre a omampani ekufo ado be hye ye bo one village one dam daga to cry boy nkrofo yi wo northern region ho say one constituency $1 million per every year up till now ye ka say ye nim how much sa sika na iden akọ ye ka say ye nim say one district one factory me banana me sister me sire no kan because ono nkasa nim e wona kuma mu nyankopon nim say sa aboshe yo mo share say one district one factory no enka ha say no district say na e wa ha e wo say yetumi hu bebe factory wo enso no factory no ebi ni wo mo ya den o mo asiba kokra ni wo mo asi mesrel say o kasa no say me sheda yedim
ma o so wu nim ti na mpesa me bua
o wi anti wo chiro to wa wo ni paper metumi atibia ma na me de me pen aka ho ama na wa chiro to ati me wi a me da say na ya den one district one factory nyina enim say aton suoma akufo ado e ba ya wa de wantumi anye e ho hwe promises bebre ho mo ai de mo efedi infrastructure your hospitals, your district hospitals, your huge facilities are ferry hospital near Unkika Hubebrea, Nancy Yamia Adoma COVID and Banka, UG Medical Center, University of Ghana Medical Center, Cranka Iden, ye China Boa, and Keda one can find your so Yanko Pompe Bonitino. COVID by now say a minister, a cocodaho, a honey whom says, they no more can say, I didn't cry anywhere Photoshop, no, and yet then, and yet no crack. Infrastructural developments be brea John Dramani Mahama Sha say o me ja to hure mu na yeden essay e pro na say say Captain Smart e video bi a wo kwa aferi ho a wo share oxygen friend saying the ventilators any ehun kika ho a ye ja abandoned millions of dollars and betumi Afari Hospital e wo Kumasi.
That cannot be true.
Oh me pacho ko
forget about Captain Smart.
Message link na mouse.
We want to go to make us because our hospital me twam wo ho pa. A projector ye rufo hwan pa na sebi na dwene wo ho pa. Edan wasi wo mo so. No akoto ventilators adugo so wo de yen.
90 videos no nti okogina no twa videos. Enya hospital no okogina wo twa e. Minia, ewu ya wo de nya abotre na call link no pa me send link ne ma. Na hwe, na wo hwe wie na so wo fin say nya ferry hospital. Na afa no wa ma ya ba me aka ho asem.
Mate.
What you say? But wo nya hu na so wo gigina mu say dia na
because still
maybe
me de ntia make us
ati na me say nya abotre no wo de wie asem ye egusu.
Ba say wo video. Ba me de wo project nankasa.
Ena make a actual say who project no ena apart from say who project no ya de ya kwa akoto abia besi wo nipa da se mi akọ akotwa video ama ye hu say hospital na enu cylinders ni ni na ventilators ni ni na wo dispute wo nya hu ya eno de be ha drink account nya botre but ultimately say
enti but dem wan say wo ji video ni di ba me ameme na oti heading ngoma na
o say wo nko share say ventilator ho na ventilator ni wo twem ena wo hu say ade ye mo so ba wo nko share say ventilator ntimi ntumi nji wo de ni ntum so wo kọ na wo share o wampa yes say Captain Smart say ventilator say abandon in suabona pro say ring kane na so wo na so wo hu say the all can nya no cra then you come with your own facts then we can talk about that but see here the be dia mam say the all can meje etum
no problem
all right and you know say ye ja Ghana fo sika ema ni dan wura mu say na say prototype ansama ya ade eden edin aside that no yankase yemi say won say His Excellency Akufo-Addo baye at least on bobo over 220 billion Ghana cedis Edian dear pote pa a quine bain pan na his excellence Akufo-Addo this asika we aye. Hospitals ben no DSC, schools ben no DSC, factories ben no DBA, employment facilities ben no DBA Ghana mbebulu benye adwuma aye. And so 220 billion Ghana cedis gone down the drain. All waiting for your manom ni ye dananom so mo ba bedeng e ba betua. Inti yesa na ye ding. Na ne nyina kosi se corruption kind of kata se shemu opremre maame ye mother serpent of corruption ye papa Martina Midu kan ye no ebia ayesa corruption anaka keta se she hu hye ne niam omo ye no eno na ama sa sika na e wo se ekọ Ghana fo ho sa sika na e wo se nka ye disi hospitals sika nka wo se ye disi factories na Ghana mebu no nya bi ye nka sika ye disi hospitals so kra wonim se nurses ye be recruiting nurses ye be recruiting cleaners ye be recruiting accountants ye be recruiting doctors enne ye ka say doctors ye wi a omu tifia omu nya baby kran your housemanship. Enti no eyadia eni edin eni enyan edin enye se ye kan eni so ya na ye kan nyina akosi se omampani ankasa eyo obi a wa endorse ketase hye ne proye kankan dream e wona abemu de enti a ye meka sa ne se ukaya corruption started when people are buying. It started from the seat of the presidency. Omampeni abubuano and na ketase shene proyeden eshase ewo omampeni abreso. Na yebeka ya Honorable Kennedy Ejapon. Eba bonten be lamenti ye say. Ansa na wo beko president was wo pese wo hu president kekene ne meeting just for 5 minutes bia. Agise wo tua $20,000. Minia $20,000 and sana ya mawakunya ama why then only president eshia. But this is a president I'm no ye candidate. Na okwo nkrofo nansi ekwo wofufuo. This is a president I'm no ye candidate. Okwo nkrofo aboboa no eni omukoto nse didi eno pure water. This is a president I'm no ye candidate. Sabi ohri etina trotromu. No ni Ghana for then akabom said the ombeti no ebe feel the pressure ewo Ghana for so. Na say na president ababa yo mampeni na suddenly agise utua $20,000 and sana wenya kwenya hu na ye bisa ye hu say ye koya na say ye bae ye ka say sabi nipa o kan make his allegation Kennedy Ejapon he is no mean a person than obia oye member of parliament on the ticket of MPP. Not just that, and Akufo-Addo second term ya ye no chairman for defense committee our parliament am say board CDB wo ha ya den ya san ye ne chairman e wo so. And so onye nipa sabe nipa bi animu oha ewo MPP mu up till now omampeni UJ ahemo omu nyina obi ani ho a watumi responding to Kennedy Ejapon allegation we say omu di 20,000 sana omu ehu omampeni eno no na nka ye say nka e bia ye njindi enso ye kai di na bi omu have ya omu di na ye kan say otwi omu make ya ye ka say wo benya akwanya ni omampani atena round table ho age say what yesika cash for seat na cash for seat you know ansa na investigations crowd be committee omo setting up some investigating issues no ansa na omo be investigations na wie no omampani edika ba bonte abeclear say oh onu do wogide wo mu say bibi anye den ankoso boss gate scandal 400,000 liters of contaminated fuel are yet toma unregistered and unlicensed companies. Zoop oil ni moving pina. No yet toma without proper due diligence, without seeking for permit from PPA Public Procurement Authority. Ni nyina no omutumi koso ye den etos how contaminated oil e the mazup name of Impina and when chipo ye fan say you have engaged in an illegality and nka mu wie ye no and sika na accrue from it no mo de bre aban po ye beka say at least man ye bibia ye kakra sika na munya free contaminated oil no eno a sika na mba contaminated oil na eka ye wo omo barrels and I say whatever no wells no no eno nso a ye hu echi kwan omampeni to me gina simply so before a committee ni be ye no adwuma no na omampeni clear MD na our Boston and that is how come omampeni nya the tag corruption clearing agent. And to the American question say, Omanpeni ankasa in charge of corruption. Then air cost to na memum. Minya Bema Saubekaya, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company. Mame Frances Esiam Edano. Who can say Okojiji KB status or Tunton company no properties without due diligence, without recourse to board no idea. And a board no samano. Yes, or more pamono. Omanpeni Ekufuado bo modern epamu dissolve board no. Esan reinstate Frances Esiam. Say investigations cost yenim. Again, Tina Omanpeni, Obi I engage in such fraudulent act. Now we supporting the part against the board that one kasa Manpeni wa constituting. And just say when you know we are. Na say, wo sanda no ho be ka chere say wo de wo incorruptible. I think say sa tag na Ghana for I you from if your man dream dida. You see an obi anim say be Omanpeni there. His coterminous to corruption. Na me kano Yenina yenim de si wo PPE, Public Procurement Authority. Authority, yeah. Ejenim ejey boatin na ye friend ana. Yenim de okoye wo ho. Oko form me company on the side. You say talent discovery be den. Eko form me sa company no. Ana ode ne cousin ni si ano. Na say companies are contracts are ebe free ministries. Ebe ba ne ho nyina no. Now we sublet our contracts on the amount on the company. Now we sign akko on the company no one akko the same contract now we did dano e free the company no and was making millions of dollars out of that. Suddenly obi ana or just for 40,000 Ghana cedis one account mo baby ana ni sika one account me drum na nya de ketwa. Ye mi say who say up till now, Ejenim Ejay has he been arraigned before any court of competent jurisdiction? No. Yen fanen court. Yen say ebe di nasam, yen say ebe investigating no on enam ho no ye free man no di ni sika when yan illegally no o di ni shepe said your hwehwe. Wo kai anas areme ya anas ni expose number 12. Yen ni oman ena nyantechi kan say Omanpeni Ekufuado ehye ni kotokom. Di ono pe no no di Omanpeni Ekufuado ye. Omanpeni Ekufuado unya $5 million or say $3 million or say then at the manner the whole country will be take you over the whole country. Now omo di aye di omo pe. Say ba omi adi also say $2 million or say then and road ministers unya $1 million manner and they na Ghana ha omo fa ni nyina then abomobo. Omanpeni say ware fair asem to CID akachi. Until now, I can say 50 time number 12 expose way by say 2018 or say Yenya report bia from CID headquarters and now CID for Akache say ya investigations. The akwa sinye the ye hunye eye nokre ananye nokre sebi FIFA for ehunyansa ewo mu say asama abano omu be investigations ahwehwe mu omu hwehwe mu so omu hu say Nyantechi was at fault. And today no mo ye omo banning Nyantechi from doing anything or coming close to football. Me yan sure say ni democrat football krebe na kono so obehwe o TV so. Say ye can say obi e person of fight kata se and that's what person or break it as se ni proyasia. The FIFA 4 year no and no any typical example of someone who has the will to fight corruption. But Omanpeni Ekufuado there, he will be proud and happy to clear anybody in his government or be engaging in corruption. I mean, him say kickbacks na Omanpeni Ekufuado time na almost say wo hono. Say Omanpeni Ekufuado so or he's engaging in kickbacks. They mean to mean trade. But the coin of us to clear in crop no. Me there I am of the suspicion say Omanpeni omu ya corrupt act na or jene kickbacks. And yes sir, until I'm say I am of the suspicion. What I say, that is what I believe in. And yes, sir, I do not know why a president will sit or president or so incorruptible will sit aloof and watch on and be happy about the fact that Nencroft are grossly engaged in corruption. And he's excited about it. Sputnik V. Say minister, Sebi, onye minister be anymore how. This is a person or ye accountant for long standing. Sabe ni school awakoni ni certificate awakono me sure so Nyankopon ama ni tiri ama ni nyansa pa. Or not just that, woko public accounts committee parliament why chairman for public accounts committee for so long. I think say he's about a 5th time MP our parliament. NSA ya papa minister ya say COVID aba ya kwa vaccine ya kwa vaccine ya one ko parliament anko siki omo approval one ko cabinet anko siki approval one ko PP anko siki approval. What the infant say emergency po na se wakwa akotua sika pudu etesa a wutua ye and the name say who pay 200,000 doses of the friend say 200,000 doses of Sputnik V vaccine. Now the abba Ghana for now COVID ya abe ya kunkum ni pay yetunya then solve this problem. Sika wutua ye no expectation and now wo hwehwe no yes as expectation nearby nipa no sika de buy those is not the buy it was way and then inadequate ye frɛ e de call parliament so be na be yi in someone no wo gina parliament hwɛ Ghana fo nyina anim say as far as you are aware no mo make payment bia na sebe wo ye minister in charge ubetumi atena ho a yebe make payment a yebe fa wechi akọ make payment say nimpa no in the first place government to government ade ya yeton in Russia for a state in eton it's an answer cap state I wo Ghana ha mo be corner government officials na me bisane say ade ye ni embassy wo Russia wana and you know omampeni Akufo-Addo ni ministers feel say they cannot engage the government of Russia emo mu nya Sputnik V vaccine I just say mu kofa shake every Dubai ema ne call Russia ho e ko hwehwe Sputnik V vaccine bi ansa na Ghana for yenya na de ye me ya ne say ade a ye ton no less than $10 per dose minister e beton ma Ghana for $19 per dose. Less than $10, no. $19. And in almost 100% profit. Why muko to kom na sasika ni na eko? Ye ko kan ya Ghana for say dabi ade we de keta se hye ne proye na ewo mu no dream ne kan na ewo mu ne dose dodo abon ama na broso. Enti en ye sa de o mampani nya bibi mfa ho. O mampani tumi gina simpie so. Eka say ya asem wo Ghana ho minister de wa bre pan o. Really? And then no ye and also san kwatena broche na kwaji wa ho misika na we ID no kwana kwaji wa ho mi wa broche na 2 weeks na san we gbechi bra by the time I obeba na Ghana for ye refi ye ka say minister for health why ye boni eti say egusu ti akonya so as a minister say wonye mampani a say be we mother serpent of corruption wonye o mampani a say be we corruption mu clearing agent corruption mu kinkowa. Would you engage yourself in this? Why pan ebeye we? Yet o man Danish ambassador aba be catch yen say corruption na ekoso o man mu edosu dodo. Sabi enyo no kwa o US ambassador ono nso aba be lament say corruption na ekoso o man mu doso. Say omu crofo ba Ghana ha na so mpese o ye business a. Sika na omu ko ministry so omu tuatua na ye gigi omu no eye too much. Enti no mampeni nye de enye bibi mfa ho. Netherlands ambassador the same thing ono so aba out ayeden aba be kan. Ni nyina yenye ya adwen say ye be ye bibi afa ho. Na de atwa ma wo kra ne Ameri innovation deal no. Ameri innovation deal a o mampeni wa opposition. O kan say ono oba obetwa sa deal no na sa deal no keta se hye ne ade ewum. O mampeni ba ya na ya so ne nkrofo e de omo akọ Dubai omo akọ num tea enye no pe o omo num tea keke omo Sunday gift vouchers ai de e de omo atoto aye shopping de omo pe bia omo buy no e na omo ampeni ne nkrofo ebe inflate cost no from baby na e wo no by $800 million minia $800 million obi under NDC e wishi dreamu keke say minya $1 million a politics mejai o mampeni John Dramani Mahama gina so pamu nipa no wankase we wi o se minya $1 million a o hwe adwuma na o de ahye nensa na se illegally no anya de obetumi make $1 million amana yi enti sa wa wish de na eche say there's a high probability say obewia enti ene continue fie na omampeni etumi at the pen by the stroke of a pen keke be ria Ghana for $800 million minia na say CDD for the report about I think say Ghanaians are even too charitable with his President Akufo-Addo. Say 62% and 64%. You know. They are too charitable with them. Na enye me woman Transparency International. Sabi baby omode NDC the corruption perception rate you know. Baby na NDC one. Yen worst performance under John Dramani Mahama. And ye MPP for omo best performance. They can you na kwakusi no say corruption no enye say bia obi enye sika bi di na ye Ghana for yewu ana say ye NDC for yewu na mom sa sika na omu hwia no sa sika na MPP for edi no sa sika na sabe baomia ene Akufo-Addo ene ne nkrofo aka bomu a eye Ghana for sika omu hwia no sa sika no omu anhwia enke guso ye Ghana for sika omunya hwia pe na akwakodane omu personal money enti di omu pe no e no omu de ye senka ye Ghana for sika mini anka metumi aka che o say ye kwan a atetia pansam akwan John Dramani Mahama shase wo man yimu a baby eduru ye no ye Germany si wa atetia pansam apra ye nya wo hwe no hospitals na John Dramani Mahama shase a ene aka nwrem a ye ntumi mbia no maternity wards yes de yentumi bia no over 1,600 chiefs compound na John Dramani Mahama enei ebinom akeke nremu a yentumi nya ho hwe no se sa sika no anko Akufo-Addo ne ba omi omu kotoko ma ene omu ministers omu balloon ministers no anko omu kotoko ma.
What do you mean by balloon ministers?
Oh, balloon ministers ne say ye nim so mampeni ebeye mampeni no of our ministers ba ko ba over 130 or 120 anamewa anamewa enti meka balloon ministers na say 4 years oni omu na etina akonwa so 130 ministers oni omu na etina akonwa so omu nyina ka bomu edi yesika shepe enti no say meka balloon ministers this is what I mean unless you want to dispute me meboa you can emu family and friends or not say busuafo woni mama ka bibi chop
to bo me ba ada wo ka so na mentiase enti mama misa
o bisa aden o bisa sesen bisa me
enyesa
me yi ano a
aba who does it from? Me
na me for. Oh yeah, sure.
I see for.
You
watch it.
And in 1 minute, you know. Ghana for. I was saying nyina yeti ase ne hu say. Sebe enye say NDC for kasa keke na yepe. Ye ba ye NDC ba ye. John Dramani Mahama ba ye. Ye
ba delay.
Yes.
So share report on the say na Messi kan din no a. Ade ba ko so ya me nwanwa wo mu ni say. Mokra no Ghana for nshada yada musa o. Or say respondents attributed the gains the NDC made in the parliamentary elections to the non-performance of the MPP MPs and the NDC's campaign strategy 15% and the 15% Penesimo campaign strategy work here. They also saw it as a way of punishing the MPP for non-performance. Okay, so there are two key things here. One, munya san konwa because na Ghana for no bi ehu MPP for no say omunya adwuma. And then two, another group also wanted to punish the MPP because report nanga say e bibi sonku bi amoye yo.
The report doesn't have to state that. And you say e bibi sonku bi but Ghana for him say under Omampeni John Dramani Mahama now will engage you in any form of corruption. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama or no be face or be punish. Name me any corruption actor, anybody in his government and attempted to engage in. John Dramani Mahama any nipa face. Can we say same for Akufo-Addo and Nkrofo? It can never be in the NDC and MPP to me peda.
I see.
Under John Dramani Mahama. Kesika kitwe bi e ba nsem. National massive infrastructural worker or the year. And then we call Terminal 3 your airport. And yet the second best in the whole of Africa. The whole of Africa said ene enkrofo tutu kwan on person mefa Togo ni Burkina Faso on person mefa Ghana because Omampeni John Dramani Mahama aye ho krabehwe. Ade ande na Papa John Mahama anye. Infrastructure friends hospitals akese osi district hospitals are OC at least we have about 34 district hospitals to our credit. John Dramani Mahama nkwa polyclinics bebree kwa chips compounds bebree kwa enti extension of electricity in extension of potable water at least you the free by yes 50% to about 87% under John Dramani Mahama alone. Nipa dodo munya nsuo nom ye desalination water project obekaya Mampon water project obekaya Chebi water project obekaya bebre insawam adwagiri na nyina ho nyina ye mom nsuo nom ye me ba choti ase enti no we don't have to na NDC for no ye nkasa bebre because say ye fin say ye de akwanya na de mawo say brana be sumo minor. These are what the things which are expected of you. Enti we don't engage in too much PR work. But yen ya no MPP for any slogans. Amu be the slogan the dia to susu here agenda 114. Agenda 88 by ye hospital ba kokra ye ntumi anye the unclear.
Mamen komra ne enko.
Oh, so say me finalize it.
Oh, wasi ache.
Oh, minia. Enze mo de mam fa manu nsie. Ma no amidi si ni nyina ne say. Agenda 88 no. Enne me fa koforidia, me free suhum na me kokoforidia. Assassin da hot ata na assign board there then esi ho enso assassin ankasa esufu yensi ye no sopo ni akase ye ba betu foundation e dey hospital bi enti ye mobo ye asefem o mampani ekufuado on set up non ja in that ne ntro na o mo dey da Ghana for no mo ye the right thing because ye dey ye sika and ye dey show na nye insult na enka wo ja Ghana for said your doctor sa ko school abrade obi mami asam na ni fifre dey the back school so go sia medicine na nipa na wie school no if you know Nyajumaye, now who Jane say what kind of insult is that?
Dala, maybe so just one question after what I see here. Under NDC, are you saying that all nurses, teachers, and doctors are moving entertain Nyajumaye? Oh,
me statistics in the say, but at least minim she crown. Minim say, and NDC, you know. Just a minute, Pacho. My name say under NDC no nurses, any teachers here, any jai, ye momo, ye fabebre pa.
Jai side nyame mpesa.
Ye fabebre papa. Ah, just say. Oh, my what am I come na me pesa.
No problem. Martin.
My papa was here. But I almost does ye for nurses bebre, ye for teachers over 700,000 teachers.
In looking for that statistics, I actually nurses, teachers, and doctors are a US school between 2009, 2009 and 2015. I heard between 2009 and 2015. Shesa in Vimfini Hono. 6 years. That space of 6 years. I heard you will be why? Okay, all right. I was for a platform was so Simon Brand Crash. Hey, right, me didn't know Madela. I ready. Then I some time.
I won't say make Kasama Ghana for one Casa wouldn't say make Kasama. Since Casania would dance to my mammy acquaintance.
Sir, and then that's how Becassa 1 minute. Oh, Becassa. Nana Kwame or Pascal says, Gardner. CDD report shows that all the corrupt officials under JDM administration, Moses Wadi Mafa, Mumfai, Patrick Opoku, was it? Where from this pack girl cry? Oh, be deputy national youth organizer, our friend pack girl. Hey, talking of pack, come if you go away. Hey.
Oh. No,
what was the last time who Kobe?
Oh, he's still around.
Menka say he's only around. What was the last time who?
Me to Menka specifically because
Michelle Kobe the last time was NDC Congress as well trade fair. Anyway, me who na check. Patoya go hwe mama why. And come first touch my be and was say corruption can only can be fought when we as individuals change our attitude and mentality. Ferdinand Onyina says, tell her that give us bus branding and all that are also waiting.
Corruption. Yes, you and until bus branding, every fan is and a minister no see from
you. Obaya says, I'm watching you live. So thank you for watching, Obaya. Bafo Awia, what infrastructure is she talking about? Did your Mahama ever finished any work he started?
Oh.
Okay. Abba Hagen says, allow her to Yabusa. Debbie, Abba Froko. Abba Fro. They can't only make Jawasem. George Akese says, this woman from NDC should be a bit factual. Beautiful lady like you, and you are not factual like that. George Quatin in Adenta says, this NDC lady can lie under her teeth. Hey, Della Sedo, is that how you are? Hey, Agunaba MP says, and we are here in Ghana and we are seeing everything the government is doing. The corruption that the CDD has said isn't today, but the only government who is fighting it is the Akufo-Addo government. Eric Sowa says, I'm watching you live from Western region. What part of the Western region? Probably you listen through Uja FM or Rock FM in Takoradi. Nana Akesi, you know that those hospitals are President Kufuor's project. 8 years of NDC, they couldn't finish it, but blaming Nana Akufo-Addo. Shameless people. Eric Sowa, okay, Eric Makai. Raphael Phantom says, Cardinal, politics in Ghana is really a concept job. I think the NDC doesn't know anything about what. I think the NDC lady, Rudela said on our canal, doesn't know anything about what she's talking about. Tell her. Some of us agree that this government has failed Ghanaians in terms of corruption, but the NDC and Mahama is certainly not the alternative. As I call Joyce, so no, me walk across so I am here no so in free honum. I was for the platform and I was so egusua utie. Okay, all right. Udi for Elijah, Mate, Obete, Menka. Create, loot, and share. We all remember. Mbaja mama ikini alive until them beke ya Matthew. Matthew you now had that. Mepesa mutie the amount for Eka. Mepesa mutie the amount for Eka no bi. Mami adwa na odi we say about say create, loot, and share. We remember very well. Tell Alote. Okay, all right. Mami adwa yaba koni asan ba why yaba koni asan ba mami adwo Ibu in second says Cardinal, so the NDC have to talk about corruption. They don't know that President Mahama, who talks about corruption, is personally okay, all right. Ibu in second in Jan Hosa, why Pamcho. Good evening, Cardinal. The NDC and propaganda, boy. Hey, the ladies too are doing it. I don't know what to say. How can she tackle corruption with President Akufo-Addo? They will stay in opposition till thy kingdom come. Stay blessed. My greetings to Ohima Joyce and sister Della Abawa Ewo UK. Abawa. Olanya Inakwetia says Della should get her facts correct. Kenya Japan didn't have hardcore evidence, but he based his allegations on hearsay. The government also must look carefully into the CDD report and act accordingly, because CDD may not be far from the truth, so far as some Ghanaians are concerned. Walanyo and all the way ifri akwetia ede ebaye anio ma asempa nam te ho no me ma no hwe man de o me powerful ka che me ma no jai. Anyway, Joyce Zampare ewa ha say na Ruth the last said so ewa ha. Sweetheart.
Nana.
Any other issue apesa o ka ho asem no?
Oh yes.
Suhum so bukogu mu an mas yen kan mi na nya driver na chi no.
Areho.
Sir. Then areho no.
Say me hwe me nua kuma anwumrei. Sanya wabe poto aka frame na say me hwe ne sa say me ti okra da no ye me wanwa. But metena say NDC almost tell. Oh, let's go over the roof. Na yen tie mu ni yen keka, because 2008 they managed to succeed with that. But I tell them, say Ghanaians are wide awake. Sabi obi aka say Benjamin Breno etwem ene ye better president na do Danko Akufo-Addo wa man crop opportunity say efie ushie fie nyansa na the schools die so nim die no atimi atete nneoma mu no ehu enso nti enye ne obi abeka keke the last day no my lay infrastructure what my roads okay 2016 emra president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo call rounds now all kase e baby obeko bia the deplorable state of our roads any send ya himfo ni kromafo osu no John Dramani Mahama ka che na do so na manu ada na na minim say ene John Dramani Mahama go kwan ni nyina so ansa no walk Nana just to give you a quick of health infrastructures you be inherited ya gusha ye be look even President Kufuor time I'm sure say tamale phase 2 ni nyoma ene NPP ya ni aba esi wo mo ntimi anya wo hwe polyclinics go mo apoten sa Mr. Mikroma for ntimi amokro bi dia wo fanchem bimo eja polyclinic ekunfi na akwa the rampon Macron ye kan Greater Accra Ashama Botiano Adenta Sege Oduman so the Oduman de ukrom okwan so yes ye can construct regional and districts under Eurojet project how can say Eurojet project no President Kufuor time Upper West Regional Hospital Ga East Hospital Ahafuano Municipal Hospital time Trefo Moka Trefo Moka na Moka Etimokwa sorry yeah can district hospitals and police Sola Bupe Tolon Somanya Bamboy Nana I can give you ni ebetuaso but said they also were time constraint now let me come to recently okay say Ghana Konya international arbitration of $478 million against Substance Swiss Limited case. Je will chrome her interoperability. Near see ye mobile networks to mobile other networks. Sa sweet yina ye no. Under John Dramani Mahama. RLG, the same company, one students, one student, one laptop. One sa caricature besin ye hunshe. Ye kai RLG de. And you mom ye inti John Dramani Mahama mon o Johnny Fee Chrome ha. Sas ye Wunim said that it was going to cost Ghana $4.8 billion under John Dramani Mahama. Nana yen sign contracts in we no na ya man advance payment, down payment. It had to take Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia any team Bible see there be yen timi ma yen fa kweti kwaso emu Ghana. We had to do the same project at the cost of $4 million. Nana for $4.6 billion. $4.6 billion. And no chance of 4.2 billion cedis. Nanke ekokonko fokom ekwa free. Na wo abai a wo drink Ghana for ho. A wo nim say nkrofo eko school. Na o man nkrofo adwuma. Na ukoye sa dream ni katase sha anti-sing. Krono ben na chen krono we ene minu ekuma de la betna ha look me see the fight against corruption there Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is prepared and he is prepared to save the country's pace and no dear waka because as I say ne ubisa de la no ka say o se den o se no mo for police ni ho amo one man call IMF for policy credibility womu wi anu a ye de ceiling to capping to employment so near wo teacher for ni nurses na de la ni kroma was it then doctors for school and yen for omo adwuma nana metiwe me ba panyi we wie womu wie ya wo be wie wo wie ni housemanship womu de womu nyoma nyina akọ obewie no ye fa ne ye aban eyen minis ewie last year owie ne housemanship na ye aba baban transfer no I have evidence clear one to talk about I wanted the pakwa wo ka chen say we wie school wo te ho a ye fa no wo momre a teacher fo esunye wo mo kwani e mo teacher ni ko kira dey classroom 3 years na ba ye tua ne ka 3 months dia nkro no dia sebi misra ni die e dia kwasiebu na chance akwasiebu 3 years obi ba chiri kom akọ school ewie aba mo cancel teacher training allowances one mo kan John Dramani mama catch say if it will cost him the election so be it ewie 1 week to election no mo discuss kogu tabletop no mo chance say no mo ton kelewele ekrom edwaso and they have the gas to say oh Mr. Ghana for nana me dey say enye dede no Ghana for are there they are the living witnesses woman hu woman so woman swansa and woman hu ne mu oduru Missy under John Dramani Mahama President Evans Atta Mills Vice President Onua Kasa Koto Embraya Bra Hanga Fabra they have to set a committee and the woman Matiami do kind yes set a committee are investigating Fofian Tata and Atta Mills wuye mama Kana Zoe say who friend is saying for the expedition mama Burkina $12 million wall keke John Dramani Mahama Mreso and I can give you on ending a year of it me see the latest American shebu ananki yeko Ghana for mobile to mobile money transfer me kano interoperability na ayobi asun bebreu say the first no say ukra MTN kra obetimi asend scar from MTN to MTN ukra Voda from Voda but enesene obetimi move from Airtel to Mobitel or the Airtel to MTN Airtel to Vodafone and even from your bank now one with the budget Ghana for $42 billion now Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ene Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ba no mo teso ko 4 million me say me ne nkrofo e wa bonten ube kai say CDD report e wo mu say senya ye be prosecuting nkrofo a wo mu hunu that is why they think say e bia ye nya ore
statutory break
oh Nana that's very unfair
very very fair
very unfair
hi
me say President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo de we twist no wajiatumu and like I said earlier on me see ubisa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo nobody o kind of seat for cash for seats no honioma oh please I know dear sabi utimi can be gumu keke Nana na me kamba I want to give you a few things not or kamba infrastructure I've given you I wanted to give you schools and things but Nana I'm telling Ghanaians say if we talk about the fight against corruption, I tell you, NDC does not come near MPP at all. Yes, the fight is still on. This government is ever committed to make sure, say, we'll make corruption very unpleasant to the ordinary Ghanaian and any Ghanaian who finds himself anywhere. Because we need to protect the pest. We need to develop this country. Nana Addo must give education to all. There must be factories everywhere. There must be ambulances in every Yewaha NDC for Sika so $178 million. So wamu de kokra ambulance 200. Wamu we ye no. Wamu de waton chine cars 30 ene ba ye. Waton chibas ambulance ne wehin. Besin ne what Sika I almost spending $23 million and $7 million on me NDC campaign research. No one yoma. One titi muni emu taxes ni yoma. Naka $111 million. Sa $111 million. Esa sen Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo di agenda 111 ne ban. One mutinum di tutu $111 million na yana na eswam da ye ne hwinwom sa enu ne yeka. Ba me say Senate President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo all these projects I was say ebeba so na Ghana fu na oh
Oh, no, it's from
Mami si fem me da ase. Eti nana. Me kan dia besi so no.
After na odi besi so.
Me di be wie. Me di manu be wie no. NDC when we talk about corruption. Look, they can run. Me see one my bida. 2008 Ghana for me famu kwetri. Send you omo ye no feel say nessa. Omo ti me create account. One mo fi kwete ka say President Kufuor the plane ko see airport Obuasi Ghana Gold. A reach call parliament. And it's the same thing we are seeing today. They should come out. It is not about you ranting, crying. And say Obeka say Ejuma. Ye ba ye hu in the history of this country. Abain to me fanapko 100,000 NAPCO employees in a day. And now me know okay, government is rolling them into the public and civil service. One man one day call customs, one day call almost make sure say this time clearance ayama for employment. So you do shame. Yenya banya yebeko baby for policy credibility. No akacho say emfa woman for adwuma. Abine be make sure say whatever he has to do to make sure say Ghana for be high na free SHS because so now teacher training allowances, nursing training allowances, one district one the last one who Dambia oni Dambia champion be corner frongo na onkware saboro na minister me say me am de be dam na wo hono me say me de wo ko saboro me say wo person mention one and mama mention one amount saboro the dam on your way to Kajelo obehu dama e wo hono
yo mate dalabrem
yo me da se bebre am say eno no undisputed say ono an minister ha wakumsin am say kaswa macho woman ono aka say a confirm say sika na Akufo-Addo de man no enye sika dam na dugout eno kra no kitwe bi na betumi aye den aye enti eno no waka am esi ni supi e ma ye nyina ya te wo ya so
my people are happy
enya won kwa na wo na wo ba besesa no
my people appreciate that they appreciate it hey hre
okay enti no
they appreciate it
madam wa shada wo pesa kasa
oh kasa den
okay any twaswe
na
me come asem
am say and
Akufo-Addo unim say marset na almost say omo kwa akoton Eddie Amankola, I'm on the aqua exams. Marset, no, almost the billion 75 Ghana cities. Abra Marset, who call marketer 5 cities and Omoto market, Omoton market, Marset. Marset, I didn't special. Then I want 75 Ghana cities. Ade, now when him say ambulances are wababet now, okay, minia. They am a yakra ma warn say ambulances are yen Ghana for ye de sika kwakoto MPP buy yes and say young yes or may use ambulance and yaka say and listen for the ambulance and buy to Kotobeku to Kolebu Emma Anna Amana say Abrona Delanka Mammy yes I said Mammy yes I said what we do the Ghana 40 Kaya the Ghana 40 kwakoto I'm about the fire service for Chadema was a ventilator the no unjindi the captain no wo Medina aya de wo ya nyakopɔ tia mu kama kwa bedaba enka hospital say sisi na kan beja to wure mama na say mama ba be ka kyerɛ say wanya de mbetumi aba
Medina
aya de bi we de
okoto fire service for okoto infested uniform and odi ba okoto sa force Eurojet project condom entayin
say Eurojet aba omanpani Akufo-Addo ehye say oba say no why paperwork na
enu ti na musumba besi ambulance besi mochre no
madam
because uni so wakofa ambulance kotobeku menti besi ambulance mochre kosa kasa
me pa jo metumi akasa
toaso
me da say Eurojet project no ye nyina enim so omanpani Akufo-Addo na de adwempo ne ye den ebae na Arab countries na ye den ye kwa jisika efi om ho na ye de aba be say Eurojet project unfortunately and na Arab Spring ye den ehase and na sa Arab countries almost start ye den tutu omo president ni ade ntisi kana na wo say free hoba no ye nsan ye den entumi anka and no mampeni John Dramani Mahama say a vision ya president for away vision no good it is a sadia or no man penny John Mahama ebe kwa kwehwehwe sika no mo dia ba be Eurojet project no inti John Dramani Mahama sa call rounds kwehwehwe sika ebe Eurojet project na President Akufo-Addo epeso inti President Akufo-Addo na ye vision but I can say President Akufo na ye vision nanso ni sika bia ni mo ayeden ekoye even though omo ye paper works na won keka ho sika na nani da so no anya ono no dis sika ne ba nti eye solely the entitlement of John Dramani Mahama ono ne legacy and eye Eurojet project no eno enanchen Septon Switch we say ayeden Septon Switch no tire me any government official or engaged in this ade ne say Septon for omo ba be interoperability friends project e wo Ghana ha na they were bringing their own infrastructure omo na omo de omo infrastructure ba enti no
omo be si imebua Hope City na
Hope City again. Hope City no. Hope City again. Obi personal idea o person ye and also o man penny idea we am person me ye so pa ye big project. And when the message only when you nyama the attention. Na aye fe na metumi nya the necessary international attention. And o man penny ko ja no ko twa so the man no. Afa MPP for say chinchina chin John Dramani Mahama project. Meanwhile aye obi individual ni project. Me ba tell say it's back to Septon Switch. Omo yes say omo ankasa omo form omo set it up omo infrastructure and yet they were not going to depend on Bank of Ghana for infrastructure and na Ecobank say no tin e ma sika no cost no but omo de to omo say in case say BBAC na say project na ntumi amba so na say ban bi be cancel omo sika also omo nya they are entitled to 300,000 and na civil servant etna commercial bank Bank of Ghana ho exercise sika na 300,000 to something else. Enti enei mobile ye mahu nipa na
meba eti ka momo de say na 300,000
the make no one to me follow me say Septon Switch no ansan omo ban meba omo ban meba tobo na chance me say the liability ya na involved liability ya involved 300,000 Ghana dollars 300,000 what I say 300
because when it come to figures me are very particular about it. And
you can just say 300 million.
Now me come
but you don't ask me as if say be my share that me say you should know say figures no do so it can
one what you say be can
me ya no me choose say me can say na me say enti no 300 million no enti 300 million and obi akwa tena baby aye na adwen so obesesa no nimpa no be waye na adwen so obesesa no o man ka say commercial bank ni ba o me ne nkrofo nyina ehu nipa kro e no mapam no onye NDC ni oye civil service oye normal obi oye bank or no so ye adwuma ho enti what has it got to do with NDC anti when you bring a chinchina chimpesa mo de share ko say if you are wishing and hoping say mo be equalization I am telling you say if Akufo-Addo has an equalization
when it comes to corruption party be no best man
Akufo-Addo enhwehwe project John Dramani Mahama Emma executive approval Ghana for be a whooping $800 million Akufo-Addo any MPP o mo be then we can talk about equalization and a comparison where you are okay they are just wasting their time. Na dia ya ma se film kra ni say enne nansen yan friends media report budget media report omo ba yi omo de ba parliament aye hwe 600 million Ghana cedis eno nko ano just for COVID-19 niama face mask ayeton who kaboma for 1 Ghana cedi no any in seminar Ghana for seminar ya wo se wo kitabe 200 Ghana wo betumi aye liquid soap gallons be 10 MPP for Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo say almost the 600 million Ghana cedis and almost the ekoshe ye school for ye secondary school for no ekomo seminar kakra ekomo sanitizer konko baako ekomo face mask 600 million Ghana cedis minia na say Pasco ya almost your ma to dia ma secondary school nkola so mo nkokan omo anka so mo nim say school na mo ye ne basa no enya ade nkola no betumi atwanti no ene o ma ko top Pasco dia ma nkola no mo fa ye
uko school anka one One shop Pascoda. One you sue Pascoda.
Me say.
Me bisa
me. Name enye president and we are Ghana for sika. And just 5% we of Sikana. Yeah, free Ghana for no. I'm from the top Pasqua money. And so we are talking about the misuse of Ghana for your funds. I don't know make one say what I say. But I show them how to say. It is all got Pasqua. You who print here. And now we buy photocopies and running photocopies, baby. Look at the amount of money. Most say what they are top Pasqua over 500 million for Ghana for. Are they? Bonnie Benny, I ain't also yes, sir. Today, I say MPP. My dream say chrono ketaseshe proye. That is what you continuously engage in. Na yansu ya kwa Ghana for ya or minor eda ya kuma so. Na
yansu ya win himself on so title the create look and share.
Real media. Ya dia betumi atena se ahwe ayen hwahinda. Na wo kan dey na oka. Nurses ya employ baby mini over 27,000 say 33,000. Ya employ military say I am the conditionalities now omo kano so wonim ebo nana ya wonim say wonim say essential friends say essential jobs no and no it was those things were not part until we could still go ahead and employ teachers and not to employ teachers baby we are talking about say 3 years but you wonim say it is not true
dala wonso wonim say what's more employ teachers will be disputed. But backlog of teachers between 2009 to 15
but I'm saying sir, but we employed a lot, didn't we?
But
apart from that,
why did you not employ?
Essence you're doing teachers soon, you know. You employ teachers keke. You sign SC teacher training colleges. At least yes, I mean say you 33 teacher training colleges.
If it was that,
nursing training colleges.
If it was that easier, say that easier. I don't know who is command for one.
I don't know who is command for one. Time any for time bending and it was from 1 to 1. It was from 1 to 1.
No, Nikroma.
Ghana for Bebrea, nurse hospitals. I didn't know association by me for me because me unemployed. Me unemployed. I say you to organize me for me BCC. And I'm saying, do I even young country? And so one who said Ghana for a member of Bebrewa ha, Omunya Jumaya, a dentin and saying, military for soldiers, no, who lie, if you can't to mention because yes, let me give you 4 years.
Nana Okese, please. The mathematical set for the senior high school comes with a calculator. The NDC lady shouldn't come on air if she is not prepared. Mawari, anyway, every Cape Coast. Namukas share. Still they are talking. Sister
billion, no. $20 billion.
Me point jam why? Monkwana mekram, or Mama can the men crown. Why? To me, Jinamuina, Prince, to don't mammy, I mean, crowd, men creative for Namenco. May caught my jaw more. On Becoswa Casasa, Meko job. May point jam. As a good rule, Patricia Sefa Fisher. Emmanuel Etiemo Prince Bafwa Samuel Apia and Elizabeth Ejin Omona Shishe anybody who chiame. A friend and I Okese ube to me after me the cardinal me enemy the platform me di who chiame nyame ya adoma ye wono dwada makram.